Hey everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about 7 things to do at a red light. This will be an easy driving lesson for beginners as well as experienced drivers, so let's get right into the video. First and foremost, if you're going to be taking your driving test at a red light, all that you need to do is keep your hands on the wheel, scan the intersection, scan the road, and scan your mirrors. All of these other things will not apply to taking a driving test. These additional things will apply to everyday driving situations when you already have your license and you're just sitting at a red light. Let's get right into the video. Oh, in addition, check with your local regulations. You want to make sure that you're legally allowed to do these things. At least where I live at the time of filming this, we're allowed to do these things. But check with wherever it is that you live and wherever it is that you have your license and wherever it is that you're actually driving and sitting at a red light. Let's get right into this video. Number 1, scan the intersection. As a driver, you can never be too aware of what's happening. So scan the intersection that you're at the red light for, okay? Look for pedestrians, animals, vehicles, obstructions, signs, lights, anything at all. Scan the intersection. Number 2, look at the road ahead. Wherever you're headed, once that light turns green and it's safe to proceed, you want to scan that road ahead. If you're going straight, look straight. If you're going right, look right. If you're going left, look left. Very simple and straightforward. You want to be aware of what you're going to be encountering once you actually start driving, okay? Number 3, adjust your radio stations. If you need to adjust your radio or your media, whatever it is, like your radio, your playlist, whatever you have connected to your in-car entertainment system, you want to do that at a red light as opposed to while driving, okay? And obviously you should know where the buttons are so you can still keep your eyes on the road when you make those adjustments with your hand at the center console. Some vehicles even have steering wheel controls, which make it a little bit easier to make those adjustments while not taking your eyes off of the road. Now, ideally, you would pull over somewhere when making any adjustments to the radio, but if you're debating between doing it while driving or at a red light, the red light is the better option out of those two. Okay, so adjust your radio stations if you need to. Number 4, adjust your climate. Just like with the radio station, when you're adjusting your climate, you want to know where the buttons are. Just push the buttons or the knobs, control them with your fingers and your hand while still scanning the road and the intersection. You don't want to be staring at your climate control. You want to be able to make those adjustments while still maintaining your focus on the road and the intersection that is and are in front of you, okay? Number 5, adjust your body within the driver's seat. So I'm not talking about adjusting the actual seat position. I'm just talking about making bodily adjustments. So you're not going to be changing your seat position at a red light. You should pull over somewhere safely if you want to do that. But you can, let's say, get up and just move like this, adjust your shoulders, even just do a slight stretch like this when you're at a red light. It'll make your driving experience a whole lot more comfortable, okay? Number 6, because number 5 was adjust your body within the driver's seat. That was number 5. Number 6 is stretch your hands while keeping one hand on the wheel. Sometimes at a red light, I see drivers go like this, right? And that's not the worst thing that you can do. But if you need to, in an emergency situation, start driving immediately, then you're going to have to grip the wheel and start driving. Whereas if you keep one hand on the wheel and you stretch one hand at a time, one hand is already on the wheel to control the steering if you need to drive in case of an emergency, like drive right away. Because that's happened to me before. Emergency, you got to move right away. It's a good thing I had at least one hand on the steering wheel because it saves you some time, which can make a huge difference in a situation while driving, okay? A tiny little amount of time can make a massive difference. Okay, so stretch your hands one at a time is number 6. Lastly, number 7, glance at your dashboard. Now, I'm not talking about staring at your dashboard. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm talking about a quick glance at your dashboard. So when you're looking at your dashboard quickly, within 2 or 3 seconds maximum, I would say within 2 seconds, you can scan your fuel gauge, your car temperature, and for any lights that are illuminated that aren't supposed to be illuminated. So right now I've already looked at my gas, temperature, light. So within about a second, not even 2 seconds, takes probably about 1 second, you can scan your gas gauge, your car temperature if you have a gauge. Some cars only have a light, and any lights that are illuminated that are alarming, like an oil light or a check engine light or an ABS light, airbag light, anything of that sort. So, just look down for about a second and just scan whatever you can see, okay? And I don't do this at every red light. Trust me, I don't. It's more of a periodic thing. Whenever I feel like it's been a while since I've glanced down at the dashboard, I'll do it. So I don't know how often, but it's definitely not every red light. It's more of a periodic thing. And obviously with all of these things, the only things that you should be doing at every red light is scanning your mirrors, which I forgot to include, but it's kind of goes hand in hand with scanning the road in the intersection. So scanning your mirrors, scanning the road ahead, and scanning the intersection that you're sitting at. Those are the ones that you should do with every single red light. The rest of them are an as needed basis. That's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.